The universe's lowest possible temperature is absolute zero. That is the coldest it gets. Therefore, it would cause considerable devastation if the entire Earth abruptly cooled down to the coldest temperature for even 5 seconds. The kinetic energy of the particles in every item is determined by its temperature. Yes, it reveals the velocities of atoms, molecules, and particles. Particles travel more quickly in a hotter gas, liquid, or solid. The substance also gets cooler when that action slows down. Particles cease to move totally at the lowest temperature imaginable, or absolute zero. This is due to the fact that there is no heat energy left at 0 Kelvin, or minus 273.15 degrees Celsius. In 1983, Antarctica registered the planet's coldest ground temperature of 184 Kelvin, or minus 89.2 degrees Celsius. However, it is a long way from zero, if at all. Even the Boomerang Nebula, 5,000 light-years from Earth, and the coldest known location in the entire universe, is just slightly warmer at 1 Kelvin. Are you prepared for the 5 seconds coldest ever? You are aware that the air molecules move at an average speed of 1,800 kilometers per hour at a comfortable range of temperatures of around 293 Kelvin. All those particles would decelerate down as the Earth's temperature abruptly dropped. The atomic particles would be traveling at a speed of around 0.18 kilometers per hour at 0.00001 Kelvin. Their speed at normal temperature is 1,000 times faster than that. All chemical processes would be getting closer to stopping entirely as we get this near to absolute zero. And if that were the case, you and everyone else on Earth would be in dire straits. Everything, including how your brain communicates with your body, is controlled by chemical interactions. You wouldn't be able to breathe or convert food into fuel without the millions of chemical processes taking place inside of you. Absolute zero temperatures would be horrifyingly cold. You would be in significant jeopardy even at a comfortably warm 77 Kelvin. Liquid nitrogen is at that temperature. You would experience severe burns, blisters, and frostbite after just a few seconds in this environment. Amputating one or more toes is definitely a possibility. Therefore, 5 seconds at absolute zero might cause enormous harm to all earthly life. But we have some happy news. The chemical processes wouldn't completely stop. Chemical reactions do seem to occur even in the Boomerang Nebula's near-zero temperature range. This is due to the peculiar outcomes of quantum physics. And strange things happen once quantum physics is involved. You'd find that the atoms on Earth were beginning to cluster together since they were all almost at a halt. They would be creating a Bose-Einstein condensate, a type of state of matter. This would imply that every atom is in the same energy state and is physically equivalent to every other atom. They would begin to act like an atom. And it would be very fantastic if you could turn into a Bose-Einstein condensate. Excuse the pun. You would possess some special physical characteristics for that fleeting 5 seconds, similar to superfluidity. Yes, you would be able to flow without resistance through little cracks. You wouldn't be the only superfluid thing on the globe, if only there weren't any fissures. But there's a problem. Only when bosons are chilled to nearly absolute zero can Bose-Einstein condensates form. Atoms with an even number of electrons make up all bosons. The implication is that only a small subset of the atoms in your body and the surroundings could undergo Bose-Einstein condensation. Fortunately for you, it would not be feasible to reach absolute zero. If Earth and everything on it fell to a temperature of 0 degrees below zero, it would immediately absorb heat from the surrounding space. You would require an infinite supply of resources to maintain 0 Kelvin for you and the globe for even 5 seconds. It is therefore a mathematical impossibility. However, that doesn't mean that everything would be destroyed in 5 seconds at temperatures close to zero. and nothing would ever reassemble from this soup of atoms that the world and you would become. It could be more interesting to observe what would occur if the Earth suddenly went into a deep freeze. After all this talk about 0 degrees, that does sound like a day at the beach. That story belongs in a different video, of course.